bringing more people than before. And I just want to say again to all viewers, panelists, comment section people to say that I appreciate you all. God bless you. And we will continue to do this until we get justice. As it is now and at the stand, we're about to get justice. We are close to getting the justice that we all demanded for. Anything short of that is not going to be accepted. It's not going to be accepted. The only thing that will be accepted in this cause is nothing but justice for Mohbad. So whosoever that is thinking that, okay, without him or her, justice will not be served, the person should just go and sit down somewhere. Because as far as justice is concerned, it is not a one-man show thing, and it is not something that anybody can come to say, oh, he has to gallivate that he is a pioneer or architect of justice. It's not going to be a long live show today, and by God's grace, and I want moderators to be aware of this, that highest 1:30, because it's already what time now? This is 11. Let me say my colleague in the media, I was with members of Nigeria Union of Journalists today. We were brainstorming, and the issue of Mama Mohbad's petition came up. We talked about it. And funny enough, my colleagues are saying that, listen, it is either Mama Mohbad is on Colus, or the person that interpreted that interview is on Colus, or probably both of them. Because there are so many things in the interview Mama Mohbad granted that is worrisome. And for me, I'm only going to read the last. I'm not going to read that again because a lot of us have listened to it. I'm not going to read again. I'm only going to read the last one. It's like they don't delete the interview itself. Abi Punch don't pull it down because a colleague told me that it's likely they pull it down. No, they didn't. It's here. It's here. I will only read the last paragraph, the last thing, and that is where I want to start the show from today. Let me read. Mama said, and I quote, I'm reading from Punch, last line. Mama said, a lot of people have enriched themselves from this, but the justice they are supposed to be fighting for has been left for me and Wunmi to seek. That is where I want to start my show from. A lot of people have enriched themselves from this, but the justice they are supposed to be fighting for has been left for me and Wunmi to seek. Mama said it. And I'm going to start my show from that. Mama Mohbad said, and I quote, a lot, that's the last paragraph in the interview. Mama Mohbad said, and I quote, a lot of people have enriched themselves from this, but this justice they are supposed to be fighting for has been left for me and Wunmi to seek. He even said Wunmi to seek. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start today's show in peace, and may we end it in peace. Our face is not smiling. Forget about the face. It's not smiling, but that has never in any way disturbed the justice for Mohbad. Now, looking at that interview, there are so many errors, so many overtalk, so many issues to talk about, and I don't want to read one after the other to start, all over the, from the start and so on and so forth. So many things are there that are not connecting. And because we have also tried to, many of us have listened and listened to it, I don't think it should be a big deal. While I start my show from that place, from that last paragraph, let me pause and go to this. Elegushi also sent a note out saying that names of hosts have been forwarded to police and they will be invited one after the other to come and defend what they know about justice for Mohbad. Over time, I normally talk less about Elegushi because the DNA, the call for DNA is the run, Abby. Let me call it the avoidance for DNA is the beginning of fear for Elegushi. And for the fact that Wunmi is not up in the matter, I think people dragging Elegushi should not be, seen as saying rubbish. To some extent, they have the right to their opinion. It's just for the Elegushi and the other people involved to come out and clear themselves if they are not guilty. I won't say much on that. The petition is there all over the internet for those who cares to read. I know we've gotten details of that. I may just summarize later. The second one is that note that was sent out yesterday from the palace of the king is not the first that Elegushi will be bringing out. That's not the first. I have series of petitions that Elegushi have written here to different hosts. Series of petitions. That is not the first one. And like I said, there has been petition upon petition. Sorry for that. Sorry. Oh, okay. Agidila Convention. There has been petition upon petition. January 26th. Okay, attention, Assistant Inspector General of Police, blah, blah, blah. Dear sir, petition against Mrs. Abosede Comfort Ilesanmi for cyber stalking Oba Elegushi. For cyber stalking Oba Elegushi, Oba Said Ademola Elegushi, SCÁງT3R, the Elegushi of Ikate, Elegushi Kingdom, Lagos State. This was January 26, 2024. Before that, I think there is another one before that time that was written in 2023. Let me look for that as well. Okay, this is a press statement. Okay, this one was written against Larry. Then, press statement from the office of Elegushi. All right, and then that was written on the 14th. There is a particular petition I'm looking for that I've not seen that Elegushi wrote. Let me read this one. Attention, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, that is the Interpol. This petition was written from Elegushi, and it was written from a lawyer representing Elegushi. What is here? What is here is about petition against one Abosede Comfort Ilesanmi. I don't know who the Abosede is, but the content of the petition is this. We are counsel to Oba Said Elegushi, the custodian of the Elegushi Palace in Ikate, Lagos State, herein referred to as our client, on whose authority and instruction we write this letter to you. That is the legal time. The legal time, no issue with that. Then the letter continues. Our client's esteemed name is being sullied by one Mrs. Abosede Comfort Ilesanmi. Who is that? Is that Comfy? Comfy? Wow. She has employed various social media platforms, including TikTok and Facebook, to disseminate defamatory content against our client, causing significant and ongoing damages to his reputation as the monarch of Ikate Kingdom within Lagos, Nigeria. The said Mrs. Abosede Comfort Ilesanmi persistently assert a false claim in a post on various social media platforms that our client's father is charged with Mrs. Wunmi Aloba, the wife of late Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, These claims are baseless, unwarranted, unsubstantiated by any what? By any upholding, by any what? How many pages is this? By any whatever. Comfortably Submit continues to maliciously assert these claims solely to besmirch our client's good name and cause his great annoyance, inconvenience, and intimidation from different quarters as a result of this false allegation of Mrs. Ilesanmi. Then, the criminal act of Mrs. Abosede Comfort Ilesanmi is in direct contravention of the provision of Section 24(1) and Section 2AC of the Cyber Crime Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Act 2015. The statutes explicitly prohibits the making of grossly offensive statements known to be false for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, criminal intimidation, insult, and so on against another. To facilitate your investigation further, we have provided some hyperlinks to the criminal defamatory content posted by Ilesanmi Abosede Comfort on the various social media platforms, which include the following. They posted links. In light for this, all is just petition. Let me just leave all of that. So what I'm trying to say there is that is not the first petition. Then they crease. Madam Coffee is here. So the petition is against you anyway. The petition is there. So that is not the first petition. It's not also the second one. And the yesterday one is actually not a petition to me. It's actually not a petition to me. It's not a petition. This is what I think it is. Let me just read to us. It was written from the palace of the king. And of course, it's more like a press release because it was titled press release. This is it. For those who care to see. Can we all see? This is it. I know some of us have seen it somewhere. This is it for Facebook people and for TikTok people. Let me read. Campaign of calumny against the person and throne of Elegushi of Ikate Kingdom. I repeat. Campaign of calumny against the person and throne of Elegushi of Ikate. Listen to the content. It's not a petition. It was released yesterday. Yes, it was released yesterday. Let me read to us. The palace of His Royal Majesty Oba Said Ademola Elegushi of Ikate, Elegushi Kingdom, has watched with embarrassment various posts on social media by manners of characters in an attempt to tarnish the image of His Royal Majesty and bring the throne to disrepute. Ordinarily, we have remained silent as we find it ridiculous joining issue with these reckless individuals. Firstly, because the police are continuing in its investigation into the death of Ileri Oluwa Aloba, that's Mohbad, and also out of respect for the bereaved family. It is our belief that the right of the family should be respected, even as they come to terms with the painful death of their son. However, these individuals continue to go on various platforms to link Mohbad's death to the palace and His Royal Majesty, using unprintable names, unprintable words against the person and stool of Oba Said Ademola Elegushi. Even when there was no record of any meeting or relationship between the palace and late singer or any member of his family including his wife Wunmi. That part is saying that people are going on social media to call the name of Elegushi, attaching the name to Palace of Elegushi, calling Elegushi out to have gotten one or two things to do with the death of Mohbad. And Elegushi is saying in that paragraph that he has nothing to do with the family nor the wife, that they have no contact with them before the death. Okay. Our lawyers have been briefed in Nigeria and overseas. So those of you in abroad, get ready. And they are working with law enforcement agents, locally and internationally, to invite these individuals to come and substantiate their allegation against the stool and the person of Oba Said Elegushi. Let's not be mistaken. No one will be victimized or harassed. Unperceived. We have the names and contact of many of these individuals who continue to hide behind their phone camera to spread wide allegation and cause unimaginable embarrassment to the palace and traditional ruler. They will be invited in the next few days to substantiate their claims and assist the police in their ongoing investigation. On behalf of His Royal Majesty, we want to thank all those who have reached out to us to express their solidarity and also urge us to take necessary action in seeking redress against this cyber attack and bullying. The law will definitely take its course. Tope Oyefeso, that is the publisher. That is the person that signed on behalf of Elegushi. That's the spokesperson. Tope Oyefeso is the special assistant to Oba Elegushi on public affairs. Thank you. With that with that press statement, that's press release, I can see that a lot of things going around the internet is getting to the palace. And of course, the palace is doing this to save the image of the palace and so on and so forth. Now, having said that, if anybody is having one or two things to say, please get ready, as I will pick people up later. But I need to talk about this. The issue of DNA. I have the permission of the legal team of Baba Mohbad to inform us that the first DNA letter, that's list of summon, that they wanted to give Wunmi, that the court said they should give Wunmi, that they could not find Wunmi to give. Wunmi was not around the premises, the address that it was addressed to. They have to return to the court. The court believe they call it, when the Wunmi was not available, they returned to court. Now, the legal team has rewrite the court to seek permission for this list of summon to be pasted on that, on the wall of that address, that house, that building. By extension, to be posted on, sorry, someone is talking to me here. To be published on newspaper. I take that again. The legal team has written to the court to seek the court's permission, approval, to paste it on the wall of that building where Wunmi was supposed to receive it. And by extension, to be published in the newspaper, which is going to be approved anytime soon. Hopefully tomorrow. The court has done that. The court has taken it up upon themselves to further. And in addition, the court went to High Court 2 days after the coroner inquest we had on the 28th for High Court to give them court order for the conduction of private autopsy, for private investigation, for experts, private team to come and investigate the death of Mohbad. Now I have the permission to tell you that the High Court has received it and they have taken it, like they have accepted, they have taken the letter, they have received a letter with acknowledgement copy to for approval. Let me call it for approval. Meaning that the court, the legal team is waiting for approval from the court for Wunmi to be published in newspaper to come and do DNA. And also waiting for approval from the court for private investigators, private medical practitioners to come and investigate the death of Mohbad. I hope we get that. That is an update, and that is one of the latest. And by the time court will be granting this, court will grant it alongside, order to also get it published in on different media platforms. Alternative services, that's alternative medium to serve Wunmi, will also be granted. So from the side of the legal team, they are done with all they need to do. So the court is delaying, and as soon as the court approves this evening, the legal team is ready to take it up. You want me to repeat? Is the network fine? I repeat for the last time. The legal team has done 2 things. And those 2 things is that, 1, they have finally received an acknowledgement, that's acknowledgement copy of the list of someone that was not given to Wunmi. Comment section, the list of someone that has not been given to me, that Wunmi was not where to be found to be, to receive it. They now receive an acknowledgement from the court that alternative measure, that's alternative way to serve Wunmi, will be approved. And this alternative way will include that they will paste it on the wall of the building for her, so that anytime she comes around, she will see a copy on the wall. And also for court to also allow them to publish it in the newspaper. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. God bless you, Rachel. For that publication to be put in the media or newspaper. So court is yet to give them approval, not because of anything, but court is going to give that approval, and that will be put out by God's grace anytime from now. So they are waiting for court to allow them to put it in newspaper, to come with me for DNA. And they are waiting for court to give them approval to paste it on the wall, on the building where Wunmi lives, or where she lives. So they are waiting for court. Everything they need to do, they have done that. So once the court approve, then the legal team are ready to put it in newspaper for her to come and do DNA. And they are ready to paste it on the wall and every necessary place where it will get to her. So court needs to approve that. They are waiting for court to approve it. They have done the needful. Then also, the private investigators that they want to invite to come and take on the case of investigating what killed Mohbad. Those private investigators, by God's grace, have been put together in a paper for court to approve. Once court approves them, the private investigator is going to take up the issue of autopsy, the issue of toxicology, the issue of private investigation, the issue of working Mohbad, every necessary things that they need to do. So as soon as the court is approving that, they are ready. The investigators are on standby already. They are good to go. They are fine. They are available. Once court approve, they go. So the two letters, the two affidavits are waiting for court approval. So people who are worried that what happened, can we have a private investigator? Can private investigator come on board? The legal team has taken to High Court, is before the High Court, is on the table of High Court. And the High Court, anytime from now, should approve that and the work should start. But I asked a question. Someone said, what about Darusha? I'm coming to that. I asked a question. I said, is it possible for the court to reject it for whatever reason, not to approve it? The answer was not yes. The answer was not no. It's one thing to put it to the court to seek approval. It's another thing for court to approve it. I asked a question. At what point, at what condition can the court disapprove it? Can the court say, no, it's not possible? At what point? Well, it's at the discretion of the court. But since the family is requesting and the lawyer family of the family is standing and the head of family, which is Baba Mohbad, is also part of the request, I don't think the court can reject it. The court should rather approve it. So hopefully by tomorrow, there should be approval. There should be approval. And once the approval comes, then trust me, that list of someone for Wunmi to come and do DNA will be pasted in Wunmi's in Mohbad's house, where Wunmi can also read and see it, and it will be published in the newspaper where everybody can also read about it. That is that. And once court also approve the request for private investigation, once I'm reading something, sorry. Once court also approve the request for private investigation, for private investigators could come and do private investigation. Those who want to take it up are already on standby. Yes, they are already on standby. They will spring into action immediately. So two things are in court for approval. Whichever one that gets approval that comes first will be taken up immediately. So the legal team cannot wait to have that approval. And also, I've been told not to give some updates. I was actually blamed for giving too much update on some certain things. And going forward, I only give update on what I am approved to give from the legal team. I am giving the update I am approved to give going forward. Those updates on, how spending was served, this and that, blah, 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 blah. I was allowed to give the update. Yes, I was allowed. I wanted to come out yesterday but I was waiting for some information to come so that I can know if I should talk about it or not. Until today, that I was given that privilege to say some things and keep some things off. Someone is asking, what about the nurse? I'm sorry. In order not to make it look like spending old, I won't say anything. As a matter of fact, the nurse who is being handled appropriately. The only thing I can say is that I went extra, I don't want to call it extra mile, to provide the contact of the nurse for the legal team. Unfortunately, the legal team got back to say, okay, the contact I gave is connecting, like it's not fake. Like they were able to reach the nurse via the contact I gave. So which means I have also contributed my quota to help in seeking justice for Mohbad, to make sure that, okay, how can the nurse be contacted? I try my best, do my findings, I got the information, including the real name, different from the name that is in public. Like I gave the real name, the phone number, and other things I know, I push, and they are working well with it. And by God's grace, I know that the nurse will be handled appropriately, and at the time when the nurse is needed, the nurse will be invited. That is all I can say. For Darosha, I don't have anything to say about Darosha. I'm not permitted to talk about it. Let it be handled appropriately. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say this. There are plus or minus to several issues, to several things. Because sometimes when we try to update the public, even from what we say, rather than seeing the good side of it, they always want to pick the bad side of it. I swear to God, my life, I swear with my life. If I'm ever in any competition with anybody on this justice for Mohbad, if I ever think of, or should I put it in the right way to say, anybody that wants to pick first, that wants to be number one in this justice for Mohbad should go ahead. As far as this cause is concerned, I, Westo Adekunle Adejumo, the CEO, Premier World and Westo Communication Limited, the chief editor, PremierWorldNews.com, has nothing to gain than to get justice for Mohbad. Those who know when I started will know what prompted me. But unfortunately, the way we do our work, our area of concentration is different. If I stop justice for Mohbad today, I'll go back to radio, I'll go back to television. I have rejected a lot of offer because the time for justice and time to attend to those things are not, they are contradict like Ongbaranwo. Why should people now think it's all for justice for Mohbad? By God's grace, on Wednesday, I'll be on radio 2 hours to talk about national issues. Out of many radio stations and TV stations I should be going to, I should be talking, I should be discussing, I decided to keep that one so that I will not leave my major thing, like my profession, my major work. I didn't just jump on justice for Mohbad because I want to become popular. I have things that made me popular initially, and I had things that will make me popular more and more. And if more popularity is coming through justice for Mohbad, yes, it's bound to happen because we are discussing issue that is of national, and the tendency of people from diaspora, international and locally to get along is very, very, very imminent. Honestly speaking, the way we do our work is different. I'm not the host or a TikTok host that will just come on in the name of I want to talk. People got to know, they got to hear from me, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to carry force to anybody that is in competition that thinks that I must win Westo. Please, you are not even going to lose because Westo is not competing with you. I'm not competing with anybody. Maybe for crowd, maybe for viewers, maybe for panelists, maybe for anything you want to call it. For anything you want to call it. I represent my name, I represent my profession, I represent my image, and I represent Africa. And this is what you see on my chest, Africa. I'm in Nigeria. My business is established in Nigeria. A minimonist license, the money certificate. The reason why I'm saying this is because I actually want to discuss something which, of course, I'm not having that spirit and like the king of SCãງT3R wow, so important. Key attitude. Come on, first man saw. I now see people as sorry to say this. I love my people, I love everyone, I love my viewers, but I see a lot of people as ungrateful, snitch, ika, làwọn èèyàn. Gbọ́nibí sọ níbí, ṣoṣoṣoṣoṣo, ìkà ni yín kò dáa, ẹ yé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Kò dáa, too much. They go here, they like them there, they come here, they like them here, they see where so, they say where so, tuale, your head there. They talk where they see where they talk about the can say they say Lori Buruku Lomonye, we reni. When they come to where so, they say where so now you no where so no content. When they get there, you know, Ika Koda Olong Walai. I have seen shege in these justice for Mohbad. My eye don't see shege. Shege. Now on top this justice for Mohbad and talk all this nonsense. Even the worst thing is that I was even called by someone to say, Westo, I don't get evidence. Say then say you did among those who kill Mohbad. I said, which evidence? The person said, he's serious, so he's serious. So I said, Kilo to share. What happened? What happened? He said, they even say then get consult one spiritual person, and the spiritual person was rolling Bible. Say, na Westo, na you kill Mohbad. I said, na lie. I'm shocked. I'm shocked when the person sent to me. It's not as if I was not there when that thing is playing out, but I'm now beginning to see what they are turning that into. Saying, West Obama nípa ikú Mohbad, kí Bible yìí. I saw it the day it was happening, and I know what happened, you know, a kind of twist, and, you know, it was fun that day and everybody. But now, they are now taking it so serious and spreading it. They are, West Olopa Mohbad, evidence real. Turning Bible, saying, well, Tobaje West Omon, Bible. I was there. It was like a joke, it was like real, it was like fake and so on. People started using it all over. Even my relative, people in diaspora, my people calling me, Westo, you want to Mohbad? I was in my office today, like I was in the midst of colleagues, you know, the NUJ members, like, you know, Nigeria Union of Journalists, some of our colleagues, we were together today and we were rubbing mind. And one just called me, a representative from AIT, African Independent Television, and even one of our friends from them, you know, Premium Times, and other people were there. Even the editor of Business Day newspaper was there saying, Westo, why? It's been a while. Is it because of justice for Mohbad? You've not been coming, and anyway, you are doing well, and so on. And they now call me to say, Westo, ṣé o rò pé yẹ kó fi kéèsì ilẹ̀ kó drop ẹ̀? Because all these things are not worth it. And I said, well, I've thought about it as well, but when I look at Baba Mohbad, when I look at people, when I hear from people, what they say, what they talk about, like, is kind of, you know, Someone was even telling me, me, like, how do you breathe? Like, how is your mental health? Even they that are not Westo, they feel somehow are like, they feel so much press, like tension, and how do you survive? And I was smiling, and they're like, Westo, I know this smile is not real. How do you survive? I got a call yesterday to say, Westo, are you okay? I said, yes. Westo, are you okay? I said, are you fine? I said, yes, I'm trying to. I said, if you tell me you are okay, I'll be suspecting you because you don't have any reason to be okay. And I look up and look down and look left and look right and I said, well, Oju mi ti ri shege. Lórí justice for Mohbad. More reason. I know the reason. The reason is that, erotic people are many. Erotic people are many. Everybody wants to be number one. When Westo is out, when Westo is talking, there is problem. Possibility that some commenters, panelists, commenters are not, are likely to come and listen and come and debate, But when Westo is not online, anybody that is on live will have more crowd. They think I'm sharing crowd. I don't know. Why? Even me myself, I have promoted a lot of people to say, my people, if I'm not around, you can go here, you can go there, you can join here, you can join here. Unfortunately, so many people are just frenemies. Kini Westo ṣe àti fa ọ̀rọ̀ owó lọ, ìyẹn ti lọ, àti fa ọ̀rọ̀ ọgbà lọ, àti fa ọ̀rọ̀ àwo lọ, àti fa ìkíní kan, àti ṣègbà àti ṣàwo. Still looking for more and more and more and more and more. When are we going to stop all this? When will this stop? Where is that thing? What has that thing got to do with what Prime Boy, Nurse, Spending, Wunmi, Darosha will go to say in court? What has it got to do with what they will go to say in court? What has it got to do with the police investigation? What has it got to do with update that we want? What has it got to do with, to the extent that people are recruiting? Please, my people, hello, watch out, be careful. They are recruiting, they are messaging, they are going to people inbox, trying to woo and invite to join and join and join and join and join. A lot of things is sopping, no. Lot of things is sopping. Lot of things is sopping. They are recruiting. We need Queen of Energy to join this. We have to toast Queen of Energy. We need Yes Anime to join this. We have to. I use those two names because, okay, let me not use those. I take that back. Okay, let me use another name. They want to, when it comes to justice for Mohbad, you see, Kayode has a voice. Let us try to bring Kayode to us so that by the time we start with Westo, Kayode will have a lot to say, and anything he says, people will believe. Which other person we need? We need Black Velvet too, Black Velvet is now so popular, so that when we start and Black Velvet is part of us, people will believe. They are recruiting. People against Westo, recruitment. Kí ni Westo ṣe? Kí ló dé? Ẹ yé ṣe báyìí now. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé yẹn ò ní profession, mo ní profession, yẹn kì í ṣiṣẹ́ ni mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Is it a crime to be a professional? You know that. Who is perfect among you? What is happening? What exactly is the issue? In total, baba, bubu. I wonder those people listening to them. I wonder those who are listening to them. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Westo, what is wrong with your Facebook page? We can't see live chat. Live chat should be there.
Hey, jẹ́ fún ẹ̀jẹ̀ báyìí. ṣòro àtijọ́ tó ti lọ gbá lórí ṣíà yẹn àtijọ́ yẹn ni Mohbad ti ń dákú dájí ṣó o gbọ́ yẹn o gbọ́ pọ́n dámilé lórí ipò tó yẹ máa ń dákú dájí nìyẹn àtijọ́ tó ti gbá ṣíà ló ti ń dákú dájí tí bá fún ẹ̀fọ́ tí ó ná ta ni yubita Sam Larry yubita o máa yé sun o máa yé lemọ́ lára o fíìlì ẹ̀ o gbó jìgìjìgì nínú ayé àfáà ló fẹ́ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ èwo ni ọ̀rọ̀ pé ò ná rí ọmọọba yubita Naamani o ṣe kíni o ṣe kíni o rí Mohbad after 1.5 years àbí kíni mi gbọ́ o rí Mohbad tójú mákọ́mákọ́ lóye ń kàn ẹ má lọ mú mi ṣeré o ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ẹ má lọ wọ́n ẹ̀mí o Sam Larry Naamali Wunmi ẹ̀yin mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ẹ má wọ́n ẹ̀mí ẹ má wọ́n ẹ̀mí rárá. tí Sam Larry yẹn ló mórí mi tá ṣe jù àfa aláwa lè wá sọ pé òòna rí òòna kí ni rí àbí tó bá ṣe ìyàwó tó tí Mohbad lọ fẹ́ tó rí ti ń ta orí ń ta ẹ̀wùn mi tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ òòna kí ni rí òòna jù ṣé Mohbad nìkan ló náà ni àwọn tí fídíò gbé tó lọ́ndà stage ìrú ńkọ́ wo kọ́ bá forúkọ ẹ̀ nàyàn ìwọ náà ni princess níṣẹ́ ńlá lára máa ń bó ìwọ náà ni tọ́ ọ ti forúkọ ẹ̀ nà pa ìgbà tí wọ́n mọ̀pọ̀ mi tó ń tẹ̀lé mi kó yìnbọn pààyàn Veron ṣe kí ni ṣé bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń pè lódógún yìí tó gba Grammy award yìí ẹgbẹ́ mi débẹ̀ conversation ẹgbẹ́ mi débẹ̀ sọmọ yẹn bọ̀bọ̀ tó gba Grammy